It's your girl G coming back at you real quick. I'm gonna try to make this quick. I keep trying to make these videos short, um, and they keep ending up being really long. But anyway, I just wanted to say this real quick. I have a story to tell. Um, um, it's another, as opposed to Mandela effect. It's Mandela related, and yeah, I was not too long ago. I'm gonna say the end of last year. I was gonna say this year, but it's not this year. It's actually the end of last year. I had um I on my Facebook page, I'm still friends with, you have your friends on your Facebook page, but I'm still friends with some of my exes, like that, that we got along, it ended well, and we're still friends and stuff like that. I have a few of my friends that exes that's my friends on my Facebook page, but this is a friend. We wound up being. I dated him when I was in my 20s. We'll call him Steve, and I dated him when I was in my early 20s. I'm in my mid 40s now, and we dated real briefly. I dated him right after I used to date this guy who used to treat me like trash, and he was a bum. And the guy that treated me like trash and was a bum, I was in love with him. You know what I mean? But I dated Steve on the rebound. And trying to get over the bum. And and Steve was always like a really good guy. I only dated him briefly because my heart really did belong to the other guy. So even as much as I knew Steve liked me and he was a good guy, I still really wanted to be with the other guy, like that. And I ended it with the other guy because I knew it wasn't. He didn't treat me right, but I still was in love with him. I still was, had feelings for him and stuff like that. And my family, meanwhile, my family loves Steve. I like Steve too. And my brothers, my sisters, my aunts, uncles, everybody loves Steve. Mother, everybody loves Steve. But I couldn't get into him. You know what I mean? So, like I said, my heart wasn't there. So eventually, we dated for some months, and then we stopped. I decided to go ahead and end it. Like that. But even and it was me who ended it, and he didn't want to like us to break up, but I wound up ending it. And everybody was like, you're gonna regret that. He's such a good dude, and this and that and that. And I'm not going to try and be funny, but I always kind of felt like somewhere in my head, like I knew he really liked me, so I felt like I could always revisit that relationship if I felt like it. And you know what I mean. But right now he wasn't. Because the way he was always there for me and stuff, and how he expressed how he expressed how he was into me and stuff like that, where he liked me. So I wasn't cocky, but I kind of like was a little confident. And he started dating other people, and I dated other people and stuff like that. But I, like that. And it's so, as time went on, like maybe a year or two went by, I didn't like pay no attention. He always used to constantly tell me that he wanted us to get back together, and I didn't say anything. So maybe this is like the second year after we stopped dating and stuff like that. I was like, came to the conclusion like I was going, if I kept messing around with this guy on this, now not messing around with this guy, but just if I kept on like not paying attention to this guy, that I was gonna lose him. You know what I mean, like that. So I had been dating a whole bunch of guys, and I was like, why not? You really put my heart into this guy, Steve, and that really liked me and cared about me, instead of dealing with these guys that was really, dealing with these other guys that didn't really care about me and stuff like that. So I had made up my mind that I was going to tell Steve that I wanted us to revisit our relationship and get back in a relationship. Well, it was a little bit too little, too late. You know what I mean? Because he had moved on, and I knew he had dated other people, but I didn't know, and I knew he wasn't serious about the other girls, but at one point he started dating this one girl. He really started liking this girl, and before I sat him down, and he was over because he used to always come over our house, so he was close to my family, and like always came over and stuff like that. And so one time he came over my house, I just sat him down and was talking to him at the dining room table, and I was going to say that I wanted us to try to get back together and work it out and stuff like that. And before I could even really finish everything I wanted to say, and I was getting around to it, he kind of like cut me off in a very nice way and was like, because he knew where I was going, and he didn't want. I guess he didn't want to embarrass me, and he stopped me and was like, Regina, I'm dating somebody else, and I really like this girl, and I really want to make it work. I really like her. You know what I mean, like that. To that day, the girl that he was talking, Back then, he's still dating her now. They're not married, but they've been together. And that's been over 20 some odd years. So I say all that to say, the end of last year, like I said, he's my friend on my Facebook page. He made a post and he was like, um, I took it well. I was a little hurt, but I moved on from it from back then. I was a little hurt, but I moved on, and we still remain friends and cool and everything like that. And then I got to know his girlfriend. And I want to say this real quick. She's really really nice. She's a gorgeous girl. She was really really nice. I like that. So and she even wound up getting to know my family and everything. Okay, that's that. Okay, so last year he puts a post on his Facebook page, and he was just saying, I can't, saying happy anniversary to my love, to the girl, like that. And he said, I can't believe next year make 20 years. When he said next year, he was talking about this year, 2018 makes 20 years. So he was like, it makes 20 years. When he said that, I was mind blown. And he said, here's another glitch. And the reason why I was so mind blown because in in my reality, they've been together longer than 20 years. And I know that for a fact because when I approached him, like I told you, I dated him in my early 20s. I have that dating back to I dated him in 93 and and when I approached him it was 1995 about us getting back together again. So that's when I approached him. So I have them being together since 1995. I could tell you, I don't want to make this video too long, but I'm going to talk about this story. I'm going to make another part 2 to this video because I'm going to get even more detail because we have a long discussion about this and it's crazy. But the funny part is, like I said, and even she even knows that I felt like they've been together longer than that, and she was kind of like baffled about that. But like I said, I'm not gonna tell it in this video because it's gonna make the video too long. But I'm gonna do a part 2, and yeah. But the funny part I just want to say too is that, and like I said, he was in my reality. Not only he was crazy about me when I started talking to this boy about the whole thing about them being together longer than that. In his recollection, you have to hear the way he would start talking to me. I don't think he was trying to be funny, but he has a whole different take on our relationship than I do. That's the mind blowing. That's even more mind blowing than anything else. So and like I said, and I just talked to him this year about this. I mean last year and this year about this. And like he has a whole I have in my reality he was way more into me than he in his recollection of it. And he remembers everything. He has one of the memories that he remembers so much stuff, but it's just he has a totally different take on it. So I'll do that another part 2 in the video. But like so yeah. I just wanted to tell that story real quick like this. So I'll be talking to you at another time. But until then, be safe and bye bye.